Hello, it's MK. Welcome back to my Dark Souls Beginner's Guide. We just defeated the Iron Golem, and now after he's dead, you'll see this little floating light. Probably should have mentioned this at the end of the last video, but do not examine the Ring of Light if you're not ready to go to the next area, because once you get there, you're not going to be able to leave until you beat the area boss, which is a tough boss. So, just a little sidebar, just keep that in mind before you head on out. But we're going to go ahead and go. And there will be some strange looking, I don't even know what they are. They look like some kind of dragon elf creature. They'll come and get you, and they will they'll whisk you away to a land far away. This is one of my favorite areas in the game. It's a tough area, but I don't know, I like the architecture of it. I think it's really pretty. And here we are in Anor Londo. So, you may have noticed that there's a place right below Firelink Shrine called New Londo Ruins. So this is Anor Londo, and this is obviously not in ruins. Now, so we'll come down here. These guys are tough enemies. What I'm going to recommend is a little bit of running past some guys. And just because there's a bonfire close by that I really would like to get to first. And these guys are very slow. And you have to get pretty close to even aggro them. So, I mean, you're definitely going to aggro this one right here. But the ones inside this building, you might not. So, let's just make a run for it. And you can just watch where I'm running to. But basically, you want to take a left into this building. There are a couple guys right there. See, they didn't even aggro because you didn't get close enough. And just run straight out into this little courtyard area. And take a left right here. And you will see a wonderful sight. A bonfire that's actually already kindled. Let's go ahead and rest here. Whoops. Let's level up a bit. You may want to try to save some souls for the blacksmith upcoming. But chances are you're probably going to die before you make it to him. So kind of weigh that risk. I'm probably just going to go ahead and spend them. And then I can always farm for some souls later if I need to. So let's go strength, endurance, dex, maybe another strength. Okay. Level that up, level up however you want to. I feel like I have enough in vitality for right now that having endurance and strength are just as important, and dex. Strength and dexterity will actually increase your attack damage. Vitality and endurance do not, but endurance obviously increases your stamina. So let's go ahead and talk to this lady.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
So it's kind of interesting. Everyone here, well, not just here, a lot of people think that you are on this mission to succeed Lord Gwyn, who is like the big bad of the whole game. And you're actually on this mission to gain back your humanity and defeat Lord Gwyn, but for some reason people think you want to be his successor. So it's kind of interesting. And there are certain decisions you can make that will make people like this woman here kind of hostile towards you. So just keep that in mind. Now, we could reinforce an Estus flask here, because just like the woman that's in the little cage in Firelink Shrine, this woman's also a firekeeper. And if we had a firekeeper's soul, we could reinforce our flask, but we don't at this moment, so let's not worry about that. But we can talk to her a little bit.
What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling.
Alrighty. So, now that we've grabbed this bonfire, let's go ahead and head back into this building. And you can see there's a chest behind him, behind the knight on the right. So what we're going to try to do is grab one of these guys and fight them one at a time, because they're a nightmare to fight together. Whoa. And it's unfortunately, I think you have to get pretty close. Okay, so here we grabbed his attention without really doing anything. But just be careful you don't get too close so that you'll grab both of them. These guys are very strong. They're a little bit slower. So that shield, once they slam their shield down like that, that's a good time to attack. Once you have one down, you can go ahead and grab the other guy. The one out on this little balcony, you don't really have to worry about him unless you want to fight him for the souls. Because we won't be going back out there. So the best thing to do with these guys is try to just strafe around them and stay behind them. Don't go out there, obviously, though, or you'll grab the other guy. Come on, come over here. But if you stay right behind him, most of his attacks are gonna miss you. Oh, come on. Most of my attacks are missing him. It's because I'm trying to use the thrusting attack, and that one will often go right between his legs. If you use the slash attack, you'll get him every time. It just won't do as much damage. But that's fine. Come on. His attacks really break your stamina. Come on, really? Now that we've got this chest, I think I've mentioned before the mimic chests, which are basically like monsters. And if you open it, it will basically just bite your head off and you die every time. So there's a couple things you can do if you're not sure if a chest is safe or not. One thing you could do would be to attack it, and as far as I know, you won't damage the item inside. But if you attack it, you will wake up the beast, and you'll have to fight him if you want to get the item. And these guys are not super easy to fight. So what I'm recommending is, if you have an item that you should have if you've been following along with this, a Lloyd's Talisman, you can go ahead and throw that. Just equip it and throw it, and it will completely pacify the beast, and the chest will open, and you'll be able to grab the item. Now, I only have a couple of these, so I'm probably going to just attack this one, because I don't think this one is a monster, although it could be. But I'm going to go ahead and think and just attack it. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so that one's not a monster, so there you go. And here we have our... Is it our first? Possibly our first piece of Demon Titanite. Oh no. I think we may have... No, I don't know. Okay, we had one already. Okay. But that's good. That's going to come in handy if you decide to do the boss soul upgrades. Anyway, so that chest is safe. If you're not sure, though, do one of those two things. I mean, if you attack it, you have a chance at killing it. If you just open it, he's going to kill you like 100% if it's a monster. So we'll go ahead over to this area. It's kind of the same setup. There are two chests in here. And I know for a fact that one of these is a monster. See if we can grab one of these guys. And the good thing with this area is if you accidentally grab both, you're really close to the bonfire, so you can just run back. And, you know, just do a reset. Oh. Alright, I need to just hit him with my weak attack. Uh-oh. Yeah, not good. Alright, the guy out there, you'll have to fight him eventually, but not right this moment. Oh. Let's get some Estus real quick. So I'm probably going to continue using the Claymore, at least for a bit. It's a pretty good weapon. And what I like about it is that it's a great sword, but it's not as slow as many of the great swords. It's a little bit smaller, and so it does a little less damage, but it's faster. If you've tried the Zweihander, you'll notice that that one is so slow, but it does a heck of a lot of damage, but it's very slow. So it's really kind of a personal preference thing. I like a weapon that does a lot of damage, where I can do like 1 or 2 hits, you know, as opposed to like a bunch of slashes with a smaller weapon. But I don't like one that's too heavy, because then, I don't know, I feel like you get interrupted too many times and you get hit. Alright, so there's 2 chests here. I'm actually pretty certain this one is a monster chest, so let's throw that. Yep, it is. And you can go ahead and walk up. And we got a crystal halberd, which is a very good weapon. But I'm going to tell you... Oh, Twinkling Titanite, that's good. A mistake that I made with the crystal halberd is I used it just for regular fighting, not for boss fights. And what I didn't know is that crystal weapons actually have low durability, and once they break, they can't be repaired. So I used mine thinking, wow, this is the coolest thing ever, I'm just going to use this for everything. And it broke, and I went to go and fix it, and nope, you can't repair it. So that's a good thing to have tucked away if you're going into a really tough boss fight. But don't use it just for everyday little enemies, because it will break and you will cry. You might not cry, but you will be sad. So if we come on out here, we might as well just go this way. There's not a whole lot you can do past here, but it'll be good to at least show you what's over here. There may even be an item over here. We'll see. What's this? Ooh, okay. We got a giant's halberd. That's pretty cool. A lot of those giant weapons are very heavy and not super easy to wield, so I don't generally use them. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's really anything over here we can do, but this is a good time to explain what this is. So, you cannot enter through this yellow fog, sealed by the Great Lord's power. That will be accessible after you beat the area boss here. You'll receive an item that you'll have to take back to, it's a place kind of below Firelink Shrine. And after you do that, this area and I think 3 or 4 others that were previously inaccessible will become accessible. So we'll talk more about that later, but I just wanted to show you that. So we are pretty much done in this area. Since there are no enemies, the enemies that we just fought, we won't have to fight again, the path we're going, I'm going to go ahead and just grab the bonfire and replenish my Estus flasks. And maybe level up once. Actually, let's go endurance. So if you come straight over here, and get on this little elevator, try jumping. It's possible. Out here is going to be a pretty tough enemy. In fact, I bet that's what... Oh, try pyromancy. Huh. That's a good point. We could try pyromancy. Maybe we will. This is a gargoyle, much like the bell gargoyles that we fought. But he's tough, but he's not impossible. You just have to kind of wait for the right opening. Okay, pyromancy's pretty good. Like when he's up in the air, obviously don't try to attack. And be careful about getting behind him because he'll do that little tail attack. Now, I don't know. Oh. I'm assuming that you can probably cut off his tail like you could for the bell gargoyles. I'm not certain about that. So if you're feeling ambitious, try it. Last time I fought him, I did try, but I couldn't seem to. You probably need to not be locking onto him, and I couldn't seem to do it. But that doesn't mean it's not possible. Ooh. Okay, we're out of fire orbs, so. Alright, so he's not too difficult. I mean, yes, he's a gargoyle, and those guys were tough, but you are much more leveled up at this point. So he shouldn't give you too many problems. If you come down here, you will notice that it's a huge drop-off. In fact, I bet this person... Oh, never mind. Yeah, they're gonna try to jump it. Watch this, guys. No. And, you know, I'm laughing at them inside, but the next path here is really not that obvious, so don't be, you know, I try not to be too harsh on them. I think there might be something over here. Yes. Let's go and see. This is not a monster chest. I happen to know that. Another Demon Titanite, which is awesome. Now, someone left a note here probably saying, here. Yep. So you actually have to walk up this, whatever this is, railing thing. And it seems like it's a place you're not supposed to be, but it's the only way you can go from here. And then drop down over here. And through this broken window. Now this room is going to be full of these guys. They're like, I forget what they're called. They're like ninja type guys. They're very fast. And their weapons don't do a ton of damage, but if they hit you 4 or 5 times in a row, then yeah, they will do some more damage. Alright, nothing over here. We can go ahead and climb this ladder. Now this part is pretty tough. It's very easy to fall off while fighting these guys that are up here. So what I try to do is stay at like a corner. It's a little bit wider when I'm fighting them. Sometimes that doesn't always work out, but we'll go ahead and give it a try. See, this guy's gonna just throw knives at us. which is fine. Oh dear, no! Well, don't worry, that's gonna happen probably your first time. It's kind of inevitable. But luckily that gargoyle doesn't respawn, so there's really nothing else you have to fight on your way there. Be careful and make sure the platform is there, or you will fall to your death. So you can just come right over here. Up the little ledge. Be prepared for this guy to drop down behind you. I should have mentioned that earlier. Alright. Let's try this again. I'm just gonna go very slowly. Try not to take too many risks. When you fight these guys, if you're lucky, you can get them to fall off. See, now this, he's gonna do something different. He's just gonna come straight for us this time, which is what I actually wanted before. Because we can stand on this wider area. And that way, when he hits us and pushes us back a little bit, we're not gonna fall off. Okay. Come around here very carefully. And you can see that little item on the chandelier. What we're going to actually do is come over here, make sure you're not close to the edge, carefully swing, and that will fall to the floor, and then we'll be able to get that item later. Alright. Onward. So even though this part is annoying, like, I don't know, I like how this whole area is set up. You're kind of just, I don't know, walking through these buildings, climbing on things you're not supposed to climb on. Alright, this guy is not gonna cooperate for us. Okay, now he is. Get him to come over here. And sometimes they'll just fall. Alright. Now you'll notice there's a chest over there. I honestly don't know what's in it. And I'm not really sure if you can get to it from here. I don't see how else you would get to it. Debating if I want to try to go for that or not. I don't know. That looks like a pretty far jump. Wonder if it's a mimic chest. Let's shoot it real quick and see. No. I was thinking if it was, it might fall off the edge. I'm assuming that if you were to take a running jump, you could probably make it, but it does seem pretty far. So I'm not going to risk it. Right now, at least. We can always come back later. And I might actually do some research and see what's in that chest. And then try to figure out how to get it if it's something that's really worth getting. Now that we're down here, there's a fog door. It's not a boss, but we're gonna come over here. You'll see this little hidden staircase, and it's actually, you don't need to go here, but I didn't want to just ignore it, so we're gonna just go down here and I'll show you what's down here, which is nothing. It's really quite odd. It's just a dead end. If you play this and you find that there's some kind of secret thing here, please let me know. But I haven't been able to come up with anything, but just so you know what's down there. Now we'll go ahead and go through the fog door. And here we're gonna see that's where we were over there. And remember there was this drop off right there. Well, we're actually going to move this platform using this little contraption. Now you can go down the stairs, but it's gonna lead to a dead end right now. So let's move this first and then we'll go down. So this creates a very handy shortcut. You can now run straight across here without having to... Whoa! There's a gargoyle! Without having to walk on those edges. And yes, there's another gargoyle here. And he's actually not that hard to fight on the stairs if you stay below him. A lot of his attacks are going to go right over your head. Ooh. Or not. Cut for his tail. One more. Oh, one more. Okay, now one more. And he drops his halberd and his shield, which I think that's a 100% drop, but I'm not sure, because I think I've always gotten it whenever I fought him. So check out those weapons if you're interested. So coming down here is just going to lead us to the bottom floor of the room we were just in, and we can go ahead and get that item that we cut down. But walk in here cautiously because there are a lot of guys in here. So there's a guy that was waiting for us over here. Let's see. See, there's like 6 or 7 guys right there. You definitely don't want to take on all of them at once. So I'm gonna walk over here and try to just grab 1 or 2. Okay, there we've got one. I'm trying to get him to come over closer this way so you don't accidentally aggro others. Backstab. Chill. That's like my favorite thing to do. Oh, we got two. Well, that might be unavoidable. It's fine. It is harder when you have two, but if you can backstab, you're actually invincible when you're doing the backstab animation. So it's not a bad thing to try to do when you're fighting a couple guys. But if you miss it, then, you know, that leaves you pretty vulnerable, so just keep that in mind. And there's another guy over here on the side. These guys are quick, you gotta give them that. Should be able to grab this item now. Although we might aggro all of these guys at once. There we go, we got just one. Let's see, let's get him. Just a couple more guys left. And I've been actually pretty lucky this time. The last time I played, I got like 3 or 4 of them at one time, at one point. 2's manageable. 3 or 4 is definitely a bit tougher. These guys usually will drop throwing knives or swords. So here's our item that we cut down. And this is a really good sorcery called Great Magic Weapon, which allows you to put like a buff on your weapon. Kind of like, if you remember, we used the gold pine resin, except you have like unlimited uses of it. So it's pretty cool. And then, I forget what's over here. Ah, get the black iron armor set, which is really good. But very heavy, so you probably won't see me wearing it. Aside from maybe a couple situations where you don't need to move around as much. If you look right here at this painting, try Amazing Key. This actually takes you to another world, but we do not have the object needed yet, so we'll be coming back there at a later point once we can warp. it'll be so much easier to go and get the item and then come back here. So that's all that we can do in here. If we head back up the stairs, that's the way we came from, so we want to go the other way to this huge, whoops, not that way. Oh, look at the sun setting over there. I just think this place is so pretty. Anyway, we'll head to this huge staircase. And you can see there are some more of those guys that carried us here. These guys are hostile though, so you will want to kill them. And up here there are, I think, 2 with those big knights, so I'm gonna try to grab one. There we go. Kind of lure him down the stairs. Whenever you have stairs, if there's enough room, it's never a bad idea to try and fight on the stairs. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. But a lot of times if the enemy has like a swinging attack, they'll swing right over your head because you're so far below them. Of course, that's not happening in this case when I'm trying to get it to. But another reason to fight him on the stairs, though, is so that you don't aggro the other guy. Which you don't want to do. Come on, come down here. Ah, hate that. I get too greedy. I want to use the strong attack, but it misses half the time. There we go. Now we're down the stairs. One more hit, I think. Oh, nope. Now one more. Oh, come on. I guess I'm hitting his shield. There we go. Alright, now we can fight this guy in this big open space. Oh, come on. This is not good. Uh-oh, my last Estes. Alrighty. Now, if you come over here, there's a little door in this gate, but it doesn't open from this side. We will be opening that just in a little while. It's actually a very handy shortcut because the blacksmith is over there. For now, you can't open these doors. I think Is that the boss room? It might be. I don't know. But anyway, we'll have to come this way. And you will see a couple of these guys. Oh, out of Estus. Okay. There's one, two, I think three, because there's another one right there in that corner. So try to just grab one at a time. And these guys are not too bad, but they're quick. So, shoot. If you can get them close to an edge, it's actually... Oh, no, it's pretty funny because you can get them to fall off the edge, and even though they have wings and can clearly fly, they will still die. So we might actually be able to get him off of this edge right here. Come on. Yep, there he goes. And this guy over here should be pretty easy to knock off the edge because he's already right by it. Usually just a shield block and a hit will get him off the edge. Let's try it with this guy. Yep. So this is a sniper spot for what? Not really sure. Well, anyway. We'll have to go down this way. You can't see it from here, but there are two more of those little... I don't even know what to call them. Gremlin dragon things. Let's see if we can go and grab... Usually what you can get them to fall off too. If you grab them and lure them back up here. It's also good because you can only, even if they don't fall off, you can only fight them one at a time. Over here. There goes one. Now I'm realizing that I need a shield that has a bit better lightning defense. And we'll need that for the boss anyway, so I'm going to take a look at that here in just a minute. Oh, come on. Really? Hi. Okay. Be careful. There's, an archer. I don't know if you can see up there. It's actually a Black Knight archer, so don't get hit by his arrows. They do a lot of damage. But let's get a different shield. Spider shield has been good to us. Gargoyle shield has pretty good lightning, but only 85 physical damage, so that's not great. The Black Iron Great Shield is really good, but super heavy. Is that all we have? Huh. Let's see how heavy this Gargoyle shield is. Sorry, that's a dog. Well, actually for this next part we're about to do, we want one with 100% physical damage reduction, so that's okay. Now. If you come up here, just don't try to block these arrows, just run. And go to the right. Oh shoot. Okay, just kidding. Maybe I should have tried to block them. Yeah, so if you think Black Knights are hard, we're about to fight one on a tiny little ledge, so get ready. Luckily, we have the shortcut open, so it shouldn't take too terribly long. Oh look, there are my souls. You can actually snipe these guys from down here if you want to, but, I think it's just as easy just to fight them. It would probably take a lot of arrows. So now, I'm debating if I want to fight these guys or run past them. I guess we'll fight this one over here on the right, because he's probably going to follow us a bit if we don't. Aw, oh, shoot. Awesome, awesome. Now there's both of them. In that case, let's run past, because this is not going to be fun. I don't know. They're probably going to follow me, but... maybe not. Alright, good deal. Oh, shoot. Oh no, now I have all three. What is wrong with me today? Well, we can actually run past these guys. Or not. Ooh, there goes all my souls. That's unfortunate. Wow, why did I do that? I didn't think I would die from that height. Wow. Well, I'm hoping to at least make it to the next bonfire. And then end this segment, because it's getting long. I recovered nothing. So yeah, do not fall off of here. You can jump over if you want. Ooh. Just gonna make sure he's not following. Alright, let's do this again. Properly this time. I got greedy and I wanted to just come and push this guy off the edge, but ended up aggroing all three, so that was not ideal. I may have been able to run past them, because I don't think they would have followed me like down that walkway, but did not work out. Oh shoot, how did that miss? This guy is always jumping. Oh my gosh. Chill out. You may want to fight these guys with a halberd or something with a better reach. Which I'll probably switch to after this guy. Shoot. Oh man. Okay, I'll switch to that right now. Because I don't know if you noticed, but so many of my attacks missed because he jumps back a little bit. The crystal halberd that we picked up, I think fights, or not fights, swings just like this halberd. So if you are planning on using the crystal halberd, you can practice with this and get to know the moveset and stuff. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna follow me? Okay, you gonna follow me all the way over here? Yep. Well, thought he was going back to his spot. No such luck. See, this halberd makes it much easier. This guy we can probably push, or he'll just do it himself. Alright. Back in business here. Oh dear. Come on, come on. One down. Alrighty, let's give this another try. So this is a safe spot right here. So this part is kind of tricky. Hopefully, you can oftentimes get him to fall, but he has to actually come and fight us with his sword in order for that to happen. Oh dear. This is not working out too well. Now. What was that? Maybe we'll get better randomness this next time, because sometimes he won't keep shooting arrows at you. He'll just grab his sword and come out, and then like one hit and he falls off. So we'll go for that. Oh, come on. Why did you not follow me before and now you are? Come on. Ooh. You know we could poke him through the railing. That's cool. I just, like, find it so funny that these guys die from falling off a ledge when they can freaking fly. But hey, I'm not complaining. Alright. Let's give this guy another go. There is... I think there might be something off to the left with that, where that other knight is, but the disadvantage is you have to kill another knight on a ledge, so we might come back there later, but not right now. Oh man, the other guy's getting me from behind, that's no good. Come on, come on, come on, fall. Fall, 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 fall. Come on. Yes, that is what we were going for. So, as long as you can if you just keep blocking him and make sure your stamina doesn't run out, like lower your shield to let your stamina come back up, then usually he will just fall. So now we have reached the next bonfire here in a minute. And there's our good friend Solaire. So folks, here's where we're going to end it. But in the next part we will take on the daunting Ornstein and Smo, the area boss. So hope you guys are still enjoying. And we'll see you next time.